In the Wind River Mountains, 8,000 feet above sea level, winter was nothing like it was described in books. Jacob Petro learned this brutally during his first winter in 1884. One morning he woke to find sheets of ice lining the inside walls of his cabin. His water bucket, though only a short distance from the stove, had frozen solid. Yet he had done everything right, just like everyone else. A log cabin, a cast-iron stove, a wooden floor, a wooden bed. He had followed the homesteader manuals word for word. Even the Sears catalog claimed that this stove could easily heat a space like his. Who would have doubted it? But the truth revealed itself by the end of December. As he moved closer to the fire, he nearly roasted. In the far corner of the cabin, his breath turned to vapor. The floor was ice cold, the bed painfully cold, and he woke up shivering before dawn. The woodpile shrank quickly, yet the warmth never seemed to last. The neighbors weren't much better off. Thomas Brennan burned through his winter wood supply before February arrived. The Curtis family's baby coughed constantly, and old Henrik's roof had begun to collapse under the weight of snow because no warmth ever rose inside to melt it. What set Jacob apart was something he'd known since childhood. His grandfather Dmitri had been a stone craftsman living in the Carpathian Mountains of Europe. In places where winters were even colder than Wyoming, he built massive stone stoves that kept people warm through the entire night with a single evening fire. Jacob had listened to these stories as a boy, but no one had ever taken them seriously. One day he asked himself a simple question. What if the problem wasn't the cold, but the heat escaping? The cast-iron stove heated the air quickly, but once the fire died, everything was over. The heat wasn't held, wasn't stored. It rushed straight up the chimney and disappeared. But stone and clay, they held heat. They released it slowly, staying warm all night. When Jacob shared the idea with his neighbors, they laughed. "Are we building a castle here? Who's going to haul tons of stone? We're temporary. It's not worth that much effort." But Jacob decided to try. When spring came, he began gathering stone. He dug clay from the creek. He tore up the floor and went down into the earth. Just as his grandfather had described, instead of sending the fire straight up the chimney, he built channels that forced the smoke to wind through stone. The heat soaked into the mass before it could escape. The boldest part was this. He built his bed on top of the stone structure. The hot smoke flowing inside the stone passed directly beneath where he slept. A single evening fire kept the stone warm until morning. The first night he woke up, he noticed. The stone was still warm. He was burning less wood. He wasn't cold through the night. He slept straight through till morning. And the sudden hot and cold swings inside the cabin were gone. Then he realized something else. Holding heat wasn't enough. You also had to stop it from escaping. He refilled the gaps between the logs. He coated the walls with clay plaster. He tightened the door and window. He added insulation beneath the floor. The cabin changed. The temperature stayed steady. Humidity balanced itself. Water didn't freeze. Food didn't spoil. During the winter of 1885, when temperatures plunged to minus 30 degrees and stayed there for months, the cabins in the valley failed one by one. People began burning furniture. Roofs collapsed. Wood ran out. In Jacob's cabin, a single evening fire was enough. The neighbors began to come. First, those who brought their children just to warm up. Then those who asked, "How did you do it?" That winter showed everyone one simple truth. The real solution wasn't burning more fuel. It was holding on to heat wisely. and old world knowledge became the key to surviving in the mountains.